The last couple of months have been really interesting, especially in terms of design. The design has now moved from stage 1, which was feasibility design, onto stage 2, which is concept design. In this particular stage, we are concentrating more on what we want the look and the feel of the place to be like. We have had several workshops together where we've explained what we want the experience of our students and our patients to be when they visit.
And I look left, you get this amazing view of this what we think is going to be a really cool space. And then you come down a couple of steps, and what we've got is this built-in joinery here directly on your right, and there'd be like a little...
The design team have taken all of this on board and have now produced initial renders for us to see. We were really impressed with what we saw. There's obviously areas that still can be improved, and that's just a collaborative effort of both parties working together, providing feedback and coming up with more and more concept designs. There was one particular area that I wasn't convinced about the layout, and that was a wellness area where we've got the ice baths, the hyperbaric oxygen chambers and the cryotherapy chamber. I wasn't convinced with the way this was laid out, so I spent a little bit of time just trying to figure out the best way to lay this out. So I drew something out, gave it to the architects. Turns out that it does work. That area now, I'm much happier with. Lighting is a big part of this project. We are trying to create certain atmospheres in different parts of the building using lights. So we have been advised that we need to bring on a lighting consultant in order to achieve this. So we went to visit one of these companies, and it was an unbelievable experience. The food display that they put on for us was fantastic. And for those that know me, I'm a bit of a foodie. So if you're gonna feed me before you try to sell me something, that's a fantastic start. In terms of funding, we have now decided which bank we're going to proceed with. And over the last couple of months, as you can imagine, there's been a lot of questions that have been fired our way from the bank. Working together with our accountant and the broker, Martin, who I mentioned in earlier episodes, we've been trying to satisfy all the requirements that the bank has. The lease negotiations have also been progressing over the last couple of months, and to be honest with you, they've been quite intense. My phone just doesn't stop ringing. It's either the agent or the lawyer wanting something that the landlord is now requesting. The landlord is quite precious about what goes on the windows. Now we've got about 11 windows at the front, and when Sainsbury's were there previously, they just ignored the landlord's request and stuck on the windows whatever they wanted to. So they're quite strict with what we can actually display, which doesn't bother me because we're not planning on putting adverts on the windows anyway. We will probably just have a logo or two, but they've wanted us to submit a design proposal of what the windows could essentially look like before they continue progressing with any further lease negotiations. A few weeks ago, Nick, the architect, and myself, we were meeting on site, and it just happened by coincidence that it was absolutely chucking it down outside. When we got into the building and we walked around, we noticed that there was a certain area where we could hear water dripping, and we went and we had a look, and there was a leak coming from the outside. Now, obviously, we had no idea about this, so we've now had to go back to the landlord, show them evidence that there's water leakage coming from somewhere, and we don't want to progress unless this is addressed.